How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more. We're all here in MTG Arena today. We are dog tribaling. Not something that we generally do, but well, we do a lot of tribal decks. We don't normally do a tribal deck where the commander is not particularly related to the tribe. And Kudo, he's not a bear. Surprise, surprise, I know, but not a bear. Next to the legendary dog, we have a couple of adventures, but not many. We just kind of got to keep our dogs in line. And I mean, our commander does actually increase our hex's power and toughness. Opponent. Good. And that ruined our land drop too. New dog from Dustmorn. We didn't get many dog tribal cards in the horror scene set, surprisingly, but we didn't get nothing. Here we go. Velodros could have a Wrath on 7. They could have a Wrath anywhere from 5 to 7. And 3. But Toxic Deluge is a little bit more expensive. Are they going to pay 10 life for it? No, they didn't. Okay, fair enough. Thought they might, but... Mm. Mm. Windswept Heath. You have to switch over for me into a actual land. Probably a white land. If I can grab additional creatures. And we're going to pass the turn. So right now, we play our Kudo. We gain 3 power, and we lose 1 power. And then we attack with 4 creatures, and we gain 5 power. There's a lot of power to be had. Our opponent has been very conservative with their Velodros. I am impressed. It's very tempting to play Velodros, and then try and dome in for 10. Don't need that land. Now when we attack, everything gets +1/+1, and we're suddenly trading very well. Really, opponent? Rude. Hmm. We lost out on our partner. Maybe we shouldn't have attacked with him. But if we didn't attack with him, we would have been out 3 damage. I guess multiple turns of 3 damage now. Rude. Blah, blah. I mean, that's fine. We want to do this. Probably that. The extra turn just isn't as valuable to us. No attack. What does our opponent grab? Our cards aren't great. They're dogs. And our opponent has nothing, so I guess they get a dog. Oh, nope, we got our Mirror Breaker. That is a good call. That is a good call. Ouch. Down to 9. I think our problem is that we're going to run out of card advantage before our opponent. We can't really attack in anymore without our Mirror Breaker. Our opponent's on the verge of being able to attack in. A lot of triggers happen. Arena, can you survive this? I guess you can. Can we grab the Karlov again? No. Plunderer. Yeah, makes sense. Plunderer is kind of better than anything we were doing. The I don't know if they're all called endurance. I think they're the endurance cycle. Oh my god. Wow. Negative 27. So if I had sacrificed 3 of these in this, I would have saved 3, 6, 12 life. We would have been at negative 16. Still dead. Unfortunate. But so yesterday was the draft video day. We're probably going to do that once a week, I would wager, just to save on my Brawl fatigue. We do play a lot of Brawl here. And there was a time when that wasn't the case, but it's just kind of become my favorite format. And I would prefer it to stay that way. So I have to give it as much breathing room as possible. Because if you don't give it as much breathing room as possible, you just play it day in and day out, and then suddenly, or it's not as enjoyable as it used to be. And I'm a little worried that might happen at some point. So for the immediate term, we'll cut down the Brawl videos from 7 a week to 5 a week. And we will just do a draft. I also do that. I also intended this as a way to check if drafting is still the best way to get into Arena. Because I always, whenever somebody asks in the comments or asks in person, whenever I talk about getting into Arena, I always recommend drafting as a way to start building your collection because it is, or it was, the most efficient means doing so for a very long time. And I kind of like regurgitate that sentiment for a while now without having the experience or context in recent draft to know for sure whether or not that's actually the case anymore, right? Like, it definitely was the best way to build a collection, but is it still? Like, the prize pool has gone down somewhat, but at the same time, like, you're self-selecting and you're still trading a game currency for a premium currency, which can help you unlock things like uh, the mastery pass or additional draft, right? Like, there's definite value still in there. The next time we play our commander, if we still have our dogs, and we get to attack in for a lot, 12. That's most of our opponent's life total. Although, like, with the blue black mill deck, it's probably not gonna be that great. It might be ninjas, but like this is mill. Like that definitely mill. It might just be mill to enable some rogue synergies, but like can't guarantee that. And unfortunately for us, Kaido does not sync well with our main plan. Our main plan is to use Kudo to level out the field, and then break that synergy with inbuilt pieces, right? Like that's the plan. Um, Having that succeed is the issue, though, right? GG. Our opponent has no counterplay or no current counterplay. They definitely do because we saw them remove stuff, right? Like Power would kill and Kudo a turn later would have been a better use of resources. Although, like that's speaking in hindsight, right? Like there's no way for our opponent to know that. We got time for one more game. We're 1-1. We'll see where we end up. Doing a really good job of keeping up with my class. It's been a refreshing change of pace because for a while there, you only have to collect one card from every set. Like, quests are not that important because you just need one rare and one mythic copy of everything. And getting there can be hard, but the fact that wild cards are your supplement means that start off on Selfless Savior. We're against Marvin, Murderous Mimic. He's one of 7 commanders from Dustin 1 that I haven't done a video on yet. And the reason for that is because I just really don't know what to do with him. I was thinking that maybe there's some kind of combo that you can enable with him. Our opponent's playing Waste. Good for them. You don't always expect to see it. I should have got my experiment there. Then I wouldn't have had to worry about construct time. Our opponent has tried to get us, I think. They're expecting us to probably play our commander before attacking. But if we do that, the construct gets buffed instead of debuffed because he's actually really good and really good at breaking mirrors because Kudo doesn't change the text. We could have played our commander there. I just kind of passed through the turn. The reason why is because our opponent now can manipulate things to where the Kudo effect doesn't matter, right? Because they play an artifact and then he gets pumped, and then Sad times, sad days. Ouch. That hurts. Maybe we... I don't want to... too late. You wondering? I wanted to key to the archive instead. But my hand slipped. Arena is very vertically oriented. If you have your card held up here, thinking about it, up here means you're going to cast it. No bluff. I have a wondering buff, so do not care about these things. Right? Frozen Grip, probably. The Tanuki can go. The Tanuki is a dog, by the way. I don't know why. Aren't Tanukis supposed to be dogs? I always thought they were raccoons, but maybe they're a type of dog. This boy, though, he's definitely meant to be a dog. Split Second can be honestly a make or break addition to a combo breaking card. Oh god. He's off there, opponent. Farewell one time, please. Probably not going to happen. It can happen. If we can find one. No. Fly runners. Not going to do it. We are just dead, though. There's no reason to wait around. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.